Well, I made it through the night. Nothing got in. I need to wire brush that. I want to spray this with some rust stopper. Help protect this. Definitely have to brush that out first. I was gone most of the day today on a wild goose chase, sadly. I won't go into details, but I found a deal on Craigslist and I went for it. And it was a flop. So now it's 3:45 and I'm just starting my work for the day. And it's dark at 6:30. Not a lot of time. Hey, you win some, you lose some on Craigslist. Today, I lost the day. Now this box is definitely an important part of this RV. It seals the hole up. I seriously need to protect it. This is a rust converter. I'll hit that again in a while. Certainly looks better now though, doesn't it? Protect it from the elements a few more years. Well, you remember the old camper last year and the fireplace mounted up here. The chimney that goes up through the roof, you can actually see it outside. I need to get this off, and it's nearly impossible to do it alone without hurting myself. So I've got a friend coming over later, and I'm pulling out the old potbelly wood stove from the camper. That's the old Sears Roebuck potbelly wood stove, and going to put it over by the motorhome to heat it for this winter. Now, a lot of people, there's been a lot of discussion about the safety of me putting this in a wood shed, but there's only 12 inches of clearance between the wood stove and my sofa. I've measured this. This is literally 12 inches of clearance between the wood stove and the sofa. But because this has a water jacket, the temperature never gets above 150, 200 degrees. If you're at 200, it's boiling. Over 150, I got scared all the time. So I tried to keep this under 150 degrees. which means there was hardly any heat on the sofa. It was really safe. So I'm building my wood shack over there for this wood stove, and I'm going to metal line it, and I'll use this metal base that I had underneath this. I'm just going to take it right over there as is. That's a nice metal tray with a raised lip, which served me well in my camper. It catches the ash and filth and dirt and any glowing embers that might fall out. And this is going right over there. And over there the wood shack is going to be metal lined all the way around. Top, bottom, sides, inside and out for safety anyway. Although as you can see here, I did not have it or need it. Also, underneath the wood stove was never even warm to the touch. Not at all, because of the water pot being on there. So this is a neat little stove. So I have to get this prepared for my friend's arrival, which also means cutting the tar off the roof so we can lift this chimney out of here. And then I'll have to seal it up yet still today before the sun goes down. To protect everything from the bad weather. It may or may not arrive. You never know when it rains or not around here, and you can't trust the weather. My new weather station says partly sunny, going on cloudy, so it's relatively stable for now. I like that new weather station because it gives me a bit more forewarning about what's going on with the weather patterns. Now, that little thing, I have to go get some power tools to take down this frame. This old potbelly wood stove served me all last winter in my camper. Well, I did have some struggles with it because of the water system in here. It worked great until the pressure tank broke on me, and then I had a blowout in the lines. Half the roof is held up by this chimney mount here. So anyway, I'm going to use my old potbelly stove to heat the new RV, but hopefully with some improvements on the water system. The hot water will hopefully go into my motorhome and goes through the original radiator and blower that's built in. Very conveniently, that motorhome came with a heating system that was powered by the engine. So the engine in the front of the RV heated the hot water for bathing and also heated the bedroom. Ow. That'll bleed. Oh. Oh, and that's why I need help. Oh. Oh. Well, my friend has not arrived. The shadows are getting long. I gotta do what I gotta do. Hope this turns out okay. Oh. Oh. Shoot. Oh, that is heavy. It's like a triple insulated pipe. This is heavy. I got it. Oh well. This is why I don't want to put holes in my RV roof. Holes are a terrible mess to try to patch up all the time. Throughout the 2 years I've had this camper, I've moved it twice. And each time I have to, actually I moved it 3 times. And each time I have to take out that chimney. And it's just a nightmare resealing. Actually it leaked all summer. But I knew I was going to tear it down again, so I didn't mess with trying to come up here and repatch. And I couldn't find the leak. But anyway, there's my big hole in the camper. Now I gotta patch that up. I am not putting holes in that RV. What a mess. The pipe fell. The insulation fell off the roof. Look at that hole. Look at that gaping mess. Well, anyway, it's out. Well, the chimney's out. Well, the stuff I was burning was sooty. Look at all that thick creosote. That's not good. It's good to clean your chimney regularly. Very important to clean your chimney regularly, or you will have a fire and die. My pipes look good. It's another reason I don't want to mount the chimney through the roof anymore. It's too much work taking it down to clean it. I couldn't move this, adjust it, I couldn't lift it, I couldn't do a thing. Once that heavy pipe was on top, this was stuck. And I need to repaint it. It got rusty from the water leak I had in that roof. Look at the water was dripping down that pipe there. I want to fix this up again. Take care of it. The thing served me a lot. 2 years I've had this. Right now I'm going to drain this wood stove tank in a fast way. Top line, bottom line. It's going to be sloppy. I'm going to do this to make a mess here. Oh, there we go. That's not so bad. I think there's only a couple gallons of water in that whole system, actually. It didn't hold much water. I'll tell you what, a pint of water on the floor is a lot of water on the floor when this thing sprung a leak in winter. It was a mess. Well, since I didn't really have an easy way to drain this safely, I just cut the pecs right there. I can always splice it if I want to reuse that piece. I need to get this wood stove out and over to the new motorhome onto the end of the fire porch. Well, I have to finish the porch, but still, I want to get this prepared, get that hole sealed up while the sun's shining, and have that part of the job done and out of the way. Then when I'm ready for the wood stove, I just bring it right over. My beautiful white cat is no more. Oh, it's disgusting. Why? Doesn't she think that she has to lick that off later? Ugh. She's no more white. Baby. Look at the filth. Why? Look at that filth. Why do they do that? She's not going back in the house for a while. I have to make a box to frame in the RV hot water heater access panel. So I can install my new wall properly. I made the frame but forgot the access panel. It's funny because I started out making a proper frame. Looked good. Put it up. I remembered the hot water heater's in the way. So I'm just going to frame that out of the wall, leaving the whole wall that I made intact. Well, this is one of my better jobs that I've ever done. I had to frame in that hatch for the water heater. So I cut that one center frame, the second one from the left, built a box around the hot water heater, and then attached it in 4 points. I think that's the way a professional would do it. I'm not a pro, but I did my best. Let me go show you a close-up here. Well, there's my frame. So there, I can open my access panel. Look at that. Nice. That's where the heat's going to go in. So, another day coming to a close and I still don't have this shed done. It's a lot of work using pallets because you don't just go and cut what you need. You have to find what you need, break apart what you need, take the nails out, and then build your stuff. But that's what I have. That's all I have. So it's taken me forever to do this. There it is so far. One wall is up. I still have to attach over in that end, bring the slanted roof down, the slanted wall. I'm going to put the roof on and then bring the roof frame on, and then bring the wall down, or fill in the wall to the roof. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but that's how I'm going to do it. And then on this end, I have to come out just a tiny bit further than where I have it. And then I got to come up with a door here and frame this across to here and put my roof up. And then I have to insulate this thing and put in the metal on the insides and bring in my old wood stove. Through some experimentation, I have here a roof joist cut. I goofed here, so I had to recut it. But now that I have one, I can trace it as a pattern for my others. And this will hopefully work for my sun porch roof. This was a pallet that I cut apart. This and the wood behind me here. This was these were the main legs to a pallet. A long one, fortunately. Awkward cutting an angle with this shield. Okay. Let me take my newly made joist and see if it fits. I had to try to figure a way. I've never done this before. So I had to figure a way to make this fit flush with the top here. Up here so my roof can go on, but yet have enough meat on it to screw into over here. Here I'm probably going to use L brackets on both sides or something, but there it is. It's going to sit. It'll be flush. I can screw it in. I've got a roof joist. Just got to make 2 more of these and get them up here, and I might be able to possibly get the roof on tonight. Once the roof is on, then I can continue with the putting the wood stove in here. I want to give a shout out and a thank you to Telecom Techie, because these are some nice tools, and I've been working hard today already. I burnt through a battery in each of these tools today, and I'm still working strong. Thank you, Telecom Techie. hoping to get the roof supports up before it gets too dark tonight. Once the roof is on this porch, everything else will go pretty well, pretty quickly, I think. And I am going to put another screw in here just for information. I'm not just drilling one hole each. I'm just setting them for now. Same as you may have seen me make this frame with one screw each. I later went and put second screw everywhere. Because I'm recycling pallet wood, they're full of nails. Every board I cut has to be cleaned of nails. Another reason this job takes a little bit longer than if I was using new wood. But it's free. Free things have their consequences, I guess. C-clamp will do the job for me. Time is definitely against me today. My own fault. I shouldn't go running off chasing things down on Craigslist. Today I'm doing pilot holes because these are thinner pieces of wood. Or I should say narrower, the places I'm working with here. I'm dealing with crooked lumber and old wood and everything else. I have to use a massive C-clamp. I have to measure the distance back there, measure here, use my head to brace it, and use this big C-clamp, and then I'm drilling screws up from the bottom into the roof joists. I'm running out of light, but I'm going to get the roof secured tonight. Well, it's almost nighttime. Well, early nighttime this time of year. I've got my wall up and secure. Got my roof joist up and fastened. Now I do have a bit of a problem here in the corner I'll have to deal with tomorrow. See, the awning comes out in my way, so I have to build around that. So there'll be one more roof joist and one more brace on the wall around that awning, and then I'll have to aluminum tape seal it to the wall, because there's an overhang there where there's actually a place where the awning doesn't overhang the roof of this. I don't want water running down in between the wall of this shack and the RV. But there it is. It's rugged, but it's going to work. A lot of work using pallets, but it's free. I didn't spend a cent on this project so far. Looks nice. Looks really good. I hope this shows up on the camera. It's getting dark. And I still have to close in this back wall, that angled wall. And then I've got to do the front wall and make a door here. But actually, just to get heat going in here, I hope that I might be able to have heat going in here tomorrow. And I might just drape some plastic or a tarp over this in the beginning. I don't know, I'll figure something out, but it's going to take me 1 or 2 more days with using this pallet wood to break up enough to get this done. But this is nice. I mean, this is a real structure here. This outside wall will be more secure once I get the frame back here done. But this is rigid. The only flex is because the pallet itself moves down here. There's some flex in the pallet. See, there's a little bit of motion in the wood. Well, that's because down here moves. And once I get the floor and the pallet secured, even that won't move. That back wall is solid, fastened with 2x4s framed together and braced strongly. Nothing in here is going to move when I get this done. I know a lot of people are worried about the wind, but I followed, to the best of my memory, proper construction skills when doing this. I think it's going to work. I like it.